Indonesian locals displaced after Sunday's devastating 6.9 quake say it could be years before they could recover. Many tourists have now fled Lombok and the outlying Gili Islands, but they have somewhere to go to. There are 50,000 locals homeless and without an income. Bridget Burke reports.
Lombok is still reeling from the powerful earthquakes and aftershocks that continue to rattle the island almost 3 days on. Sunday's 6.9 magnitude quake brought down buildings and houses, killing more than 100 people, injuring more than 200 others and leaving more than 50,000 homeless. This mosque was left in ruins just minutes after the earthquake struck. Outside, dusty jandals have been left abandoned. Inside, officials fear at least 40 people remain buried beneath the rubble. Getting them out remains a challenge and a race against time. The Indonesian government is now prioritising getting more heavy machinery into Lombok by boat to aid the rescue and recovery process. And it's not just about rescue and recovery. Evacuations are ongoing to safely transport thousands of tourists out of the holiday islands of Gili, a 15-minute boat ride from Lombok. Here's Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency Director Bambang Suryoaji.
We have used around 3 boats to evacuate hundreds of tourists, but we also have tourists that are not willing to leave the Gili Islands, but we are monitoring them closely to make sure they are safe.
Tom, a tourist from Bulgaria, was on Gili, one of the 3 tiny islands off the northwest coast of Lombok, on Sunday night when the earthquake hit.
The second day we wanted to go to Lombok, but there was really trouble on the pier. There were too many people. Everybody wanted to get on the island at the same time, and the locals also wanted off. All the locals went off, all the shops closed. So we just said, okay, we're going to wait one more day to go off the island.
Officials said about 4,600 foreign and domestic tourists have been evacuated from the 3 Gili Islands since Monday. But as tourists return home, locals face an uncertain future with their homes devastated and income lost. Some residents say they're yet to receive any aid and have nowhere to go. There is no food and water supplies are running out. In Kayangan, on the resort island of Lombok's northern end, few buildings were left standing. Some villagers used sledgehammers and ropes to start clearing the rubble off broken homes. But others, traumatised by continued aftershocks, were too afraid to venture far from tents and tarpaulins set up in open spaces.
We might still be in trauma after 3 to 6 months. I don't think it will be easy to return to the normal life. We need to do it slowly, because the trauma was extraordinarily bad, like we dare not to sleep indoors.
The islands have been rocked by more than 130 aftershocks since Sunday. For Checkpoint, Bridget Burke.